What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Poles and Podiums podcast. As always, I am your host, Richard, joined by Quad E, musician and motorsports enthusiast. So, how are you doing?
Man, just this fucking driver market got me all hyped up, bro. Keep seeing this and that and this and that. It's wild. Chicken crazy. This seat opening up, this seat opening up. Who fucking knows?
Yes, sir. Silly season is in full swing. So we have a wide open driver market at the minute. There are so many open seats on the grid.
They are.
A lot of them aren't even being talked about, but we're going to go ahead and get into some of those today. So we're going to start with the hot, fresh baguette news of the French team and the inter-team violence between Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly has convinced Alpine to pull the plug on the Ocon project. So, what are your thoughts on this, man?
This was the funniest shit I have seen in my entire life. I looked up a post, Esteban Ocon's Instagram, and the one it's talking about. I've seen a lot of slander about my driving career and my character and this whole fucking 6 fucking page thing. And the next post after that, he got fucking fired. Fired.
His fucking 4-page biography claiming that he is a safe and fair driver who has a bad reputation and respects his teammates, when he literally has a compilation video of him taking out other fucking drivers, mostly his teammates. Like, it is what you are known for, is taking out your fucking teammate.
It was so funny to see him fucking.
It was so great to see the immediate response.
Yeah. They said, you know what? As a team, we can't stand for your bullshit. I don't know if that post helped him, you know? They probably looked at that post like, this cocky bastard thinks he did nothing fucking wrong. Get your ass out my seat, boy. I guarantee you no one's going to pick him up either.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Do you think that Esteban Ocon has a place on the grid?
Not the F1 grid. I guarantee you somewhere else will fucking pick him up. Some other bullshit series somewhere.
You don't even think he may end up at a Haas or a...
Fuck no.
No?
No. If I was a team principal and I was looking at drivers, we have Carlos who's open. We have Valtteri Bottas who's possibly open. All these decent drivers. And then we have, let me take out my teammate every possible fucking chance I get if we're close to each other on the grid. Yeah, I'm a pass, brother. Take your French ass somewhere else.
See, I can see that. I can definitely see, there are definitely a lot of other really good drivers on the market. You're going to have Zhou without a seat. You're going to have Bottas without a seat. You got
Ollie Behrman
without a seat.
And that other kid.
You have quite a few people. I think the benefit that Ocon brings is, like another driver that we are going to be discussing today, he is what we call a paid driver. So paid drivers, for those of you who are new to Formula One, are drivers who are on the team because they bring a large amount of sponsorship money. So by doing so, and by bringing a large amount of sponsorship money with them, when a team signs this driver, that sponsorship money is allocated to the team's budget. So in essence, a team like Red Bull, who signs somebody like Checo Perez, who brings a large amount of sponsorship money from Mexico, he essentially helps the team pay the large driver's fucking salary that Max Verstappen is paid. So for a team like Haas, who is always strapped for money, I could see the benefit of picking up an Esteban Ocon. because you bring that large sponsorship bag with you, which is something that that kind of team could use.
It is, but could they also use their car being in the wall? Or both of their cars being in the wall? Because he doesn't know how to drive.
It's yeah, it's a double-sided coin. I guess it just depends on how strapped the team is for money at this point.
Yeah. How
So
desperate are you actually?
we shall definitely see. Um, with Carlos, it's for the longest time, the speculation has been Audi, Sauber, Red
Yep,
Bull potentially, but as we all know, Checo
doesn't
just
happen.
signed a 2-year contract extension, which removes the Red Bull seat from the equation. It's no longer up for grabs for Carlos, which was a huge loss, in my personal opinion.
Yep.
Everybody knows that is who I wanted in that second Red Bull seat. I wanted a talented, smart, efficient driver behind the wheel to challenge Max and push him to break through that
The next
ceiling that
level.
he's at and go to the next level.
Um,
They didn't do that. But
I'm
it's
seeing
go ahead.
the Carlos Mercedes. Not that this has any traction, anyone's actually talking about it, but I'm seeing this happening more and more. Because at the end of the day, Williams is a backfield team or a midfield team. And I can't see Carlos wanting to go to Ferrari to Williams. I think he's going to make the jump over to Mercedes and see what he can do there, at least for the 2 years until he can hopefully get that Red Bull seat.
I don't think
Because at the
that's
end, in the new regulations, when Checo fucks up for another 2 years,
no, I mean I don't think that the Mercedes seat is an option.
who do you
I
think's
think
going
that
to
the
the Mercedes?
Mercedes seat is already dedicated to the F2 driver that they're trying to bring up. What's the kid's name? Kimi Antonelli. I'm,
Antonelli, that's it.
I'm pretty sure that Antonelli is already kind of slotted into that second Mercedes seat to be their driver of the future to follow up when Russell is kind of at the point that Lewis was at.
Lewis is that.
So I don't think that Mercedes is on the table for him. So when you take Mercedes off the table, you don't have a choice. You have back markers.
Or Audi.
Audi is not. Audi is the back marker. I'm including Audi in that grid.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that Audi is something special. Audi won't be shit for 7 to 10 years. I don't care how big of a manufacturer they are. They're not going to come in and just be this dominant team. Sauber, right now, in its current state, is a shit show. And you're not going to completely fucking change that overnight. It's not going to happen. Which is why I think that Carlos is not signing with them. Because I don't think that Carlos wants to commit to a long-term project. I think he wants something that's showing some promise. He doesn't know what he's getting with Audi. With Williams, you know what Williams is. Williams is a backfield team right now, but they're making moves. They're making progress. They're moving forward. Those cars are more consistently up in the points range.
There's a seat that no one talked about, that no one's talked about.
What's
That
that?
may be up. Danny Rick's seat.
I don't think that Danny's Rick seat is up for grabs either.
He's doing good, but if he doesn't continue to do good, they're gonna yank him.
I don't think it's Danny's seat next year, but I don't think that seat is open to Carlos. I think that seat belongs to Liam Lawson. And he deserves it.
He does. I'm not saying you're wrong, but that'd be a way to.
He's a Red Bull development driver who's been waiting in the wings as a reserve, as a test driver. It's his fucking seat. He deserves it. If they don't put Liam Lawson in that seat, they're going to end up getting fucking shafted the way Alpine did when they lost Piastri.
Yeah.
Because Piastri should have been in that Alpine. He was an Alpine driver. They paid for everything. They brought him up. He was supposed to take that seat, and they drug their fucking feet, putting him into a proper seat. And as a result, he went to McLaren. Don't do the same with Liam, please.
Where do you think he would go if they did that?
Liam?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no open seats, really. But
that's what I'm saying. It gets so tight now.
It is. But that also doesn't mean that he wouldn't just say fuck it and leave Formula One. I mean, there are WEC seats. There's a lot of options out there. I don't think that the Alpine seat is available. I think that Alpine's seat is going to Jack Doohan. He deserves it. He's been a reserve driver and a test driver for them for seasons, for
Yeah.
years. Jack Doohan deserves that seat. So that you're down to Sauber, Haas, Williams.
Which fucking sucks.
It does. It sucks, but that's the market, and that's the way the ball rolled. And that was the gamble that they took by dragging their feet and trying to play the market. Because they had numerous offers at the beginning, and they could have fucking taken one of those offers early. Helmut Marko wanted Carlos, but said that they couldn't afford him because they couldn't match the offer. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of technical difficulties with the camera and the connection. But we're back.
Nighttime
now. Yeah. But we're back. So, yeah, Carlos, they dropped the ball. They should have closed the deal on that. As a result, they're going to take Logan Sargent's seat at Williams. But to segue into the highlight of this episode, do you know that Logan Sargent has never beat Alex Albon in qualifying? He never outqualified Alex Albon in the 30 attempts that he had to beat him so far. Not once.
Not once.
You know who he has outqualified more than once?
It's probably going to be someone like insane. I'm going to say
Sergio Perez.
That's so true. That's so true.
In the fastest fucking car on the grid. So, do I think that Checo Perez deserves to be in the second Red Bull seat for another 2 years? No motherfucking way.
Not at all.
I do not.
Not for a second.
I do not. I understand that's the safe play. You're comfortable, but it's not the right play.
It's not.
He has repeatedly destroyed the car. His form is not there. He's qualifying at the back of the pack. What are you rewarding him with a contract extension for? What am I missing? I know there are millions of you out there watching right now that are Checo Perez fans. I don't want to hear he's the greatest driver. I don't want to hear he's protecting Max. I don't want to hear that he's playing the teammate role, because the teammate to the number one driver does not play teammate by being out
16
in Q1. That's not the way it works. So justify it for me. Somebody give me something to make it make sense.
I can't. And to be honest, I'm looking at Red Bull like, dog. Like, I watched Drive to Survive, and that's what really got me into it. Yes, I'm a Drive to Survive fan. Fuck y'all. Anyway, throughout that entire show, it's this driver's not working, cut him. This driver's not working, cut him. This driver's not working, cut him. And they're cutthroat as fuck. And like that was the reputation that I got from them, was you ain't making it work, get the fuck out. Until Checo shows up. And for some reason, they got rid of that philosophy and were like, okay, Checo, yeah, you can fuck up, but it's okay, and it's okay, and it's okay. And like, why?
It's funny you bring up Drive to Survive, because in every season of Drive to Survive for the last multiple seasons, there's an episode where Christian Horner is in a situation where he's talking about cutting Checo because Checo is not performing, and that Checo needs to step up and show up and show Red Bull why he needs to be there. If this is the conversation every season, he's clearly not the right option.
You don't talk about Max that way.
You don't talk about a number of drivers that way. You don't talk about anybody that way. If a driver is not performing, they're gone. Logan Sargent got 1 year more than he technically deserved. He's out.
Yep.
2 years. Checo has been there for a while. I don't care that he was second in the driver's standings. He was legitimately fighting for that second place spot all the way up to the last race while his teammate had 500 and something fucking points. Like, he is not performing to the quality that he should be. There are
He's
a plethora of other drivers available who could do a better job.
I truthfully just don't understand. I've never liked Checo because Checo always just seems like he's got his fucking head up his ass. Like, what are you doing? And I don't understand. Like I was saying, dude, cut him and put anybody else, except for fucking Esteban Ocon in that fucking chair. And I guarantee you they do a little bit better than Checo's been doing.
I
At
don't
the
think
very fucking least.
anybody can do better than Checo because we've had this conversation before about Checo's a good driver, but
I don't think so.
he's not good enough. He's not good enough for that seat. He doesn't deserve to be in the Red Bull. He deserves to be in the V carb if he was driving a Red Bull. Like, his performance-wise, if he's going to be a member of the Red Bull team, performance-wise, pace-wise, he deserves to be in the V carb. He does not deserve to be in the Red Bull racing seat.
He doesn't.
And on that, we are going to be doing a giveaway. I am tired of Checo. I am done with Checo. I am a Red Bull Racing fan, not just a Max Verstappen fan. And I've supported numerous drivers through Red Bull's tenure. Checo Perez is one of the drivers that I supported. As a result, I have some Checo merch. I have some Checo cars that were on my wall, like some of the stuff that you see behind me. I have some rare Checo Formula One trading cards. I'm getting rid of all the Checo stuff. I'm done with Checo. So, as a way to say thank you guys for helping us get to 1,000, I'm getting rid of this shit and I'm going to give it to you. So, we're going to do a giveaway. I'm giving away all my Checo shit. We'll throw in some merch. We may do a couple winners, as we had mentioned in a previous video, and just throw in some merch, some stickers, and some swag for you guys to say thank you for participating. So if you do want to enter the giveaway, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to like this video, comment on the video, and you're going to need to subscribe to our channel. If you do all three of those things, you will be entered in the giveaway. Make sure that you share it with your friends. Let everybody know. If you do share with somebody else and comment, that is going to help, spread the probability of us being able to do more of these giveaways. The more people we have participate, that incentivizes us to do more of these giveaways. The more people that we have participate in these giveaways, the bigger we can make them. So this time we're giving away some Checo shit because I'm just tired of having Checo on my Red Bull wall. Next time that could be race tickets or something like that. So, make sure that you spread the word, get it out there. If you're a Checo fan, make sure you participate, like, subscribe, comment below on the video. Get your name in the hat for this Checo merch. Help me get it off my hands.
Also,
so go ahead.
If you're a Checo fan, why the fuck are you a Checo fan? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me, but
I'm not even gonna go there. Every driver on the grid has fans. A number of them I don't understand. Some of them it's cult country allegiance. You support Logan Sargent. I think he's a fucking
That's a good point.
because he flies the American flag. I'm sure a majority of Checo's supporters, whether he's good or not, the Mexican supporters are going to support Checo. Just same way you support the trash tower.
USA.
I'm just saying, you can't question why somebody supports somebody or thinks that somebody is good. It is what it is. I appreciate that there are Checo fans out there. And if you watch us, because I talk a lot of shit about Checo, and I know you can't like that, but come back at us. Like I said, we love to have you guys on. If you are a Checo fan and you can provide a solid argument to counteract, Provide me with some stats. Provide me with some data. Show me that I'm wrong. Show me that I'm being biased. I may just be. I may just be clouded in my judgment right now because I'm so focused
You're
on
not.
Max's dominance.
You're not.
Show me. Let us know in the comments below. On that one, we're going to go ahead and close it out. We've got a lot of racing to watch this weekend. We've got the Le Mans. We're going to be dropping that episode almost immediately after this one as well. We're talking about the 24 hours of Le Mans all the way up to Hyperpole at this point. All the spiciness that's going on there. So you guys make sure, grab your popcorn, just get settled in. It's a long race. You guys make sure you enjoy it. We'll be up there giving you updates. I don't know. We'll see what time the coverage is for most of us. Maybe there's a way we could do some type of a live stream for some of it or a watch along. See if we can get some of you guys in to watch with us. If you're also fans of the WEC, fans of Le Mans, going to be watching it when we watch. See what we can put together. If you're interested in something like that, let us know below. All right. On that note, we're going to go ahead and close it out. Thank you guys, as always, for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. We appreciate your time. You guys have a good night.
You're